سلام بچه ها، خیلی خوش اومدید به یه ویدیو ترانه‌گریز دیگه. ببینید که اوه خدایا، تازه داشتیم گزارش میکردیم این داستان رو که ماشین کامل واژگون میشه. پلیس ها دنبالش بودند، 2 تا ماشین پلیس 3 تا بهش میرسن، کاملون واژگون شده و اون ماشینی دیگه‌ای که بهش برخورد کرد هم دچار ایراد شد. رانندهش اومده بیرون، راننده ماشین خاطی میاد بیرون. پلیسا 2 نفر اومدن بیرون، پلیسا میکشنشون بیرون. ببینیم میخوان چیکار بکنن. ماشین پلیس بعدی و همینجوری افسرهایی دارن به سمتشون میان. 2 نفر اومدن بیرون، راننده و کمک راننده. ماشین کلا دیگه به هم ریخت. بولوار هالیوود که لس آنجلس هستش بچه‌ها، تصاویری که دارید می‌بینید ببینید که 2 تا سیاه پوست بودن که به نظر جوان هم میرسن، سن خیلی کمی دارن، احتمالاً تحت تاثیر مواد بودن یا هر چیز دیگه‌ای. خیلی وحشتناک بود، یعنی همون 5 ثانیه 10 ثانیه اولش این اتفاق افتاد. این قرار چه اتفاقی بیفته در ادامه و کل آزادراه هم بسته شده بچه. نفر سوم میاد بیرون، نفر سوم میاد بیرون، انگار تعدادشون بیشتر از 2 نفر بود.
All of your southbound lanes of I-95 are blocked, shut
کسی
down,
دیگه هم
and
هست.
I know we'll have Alexis here in a minute, but I-95 southbound is not an option for any of our early morning drivers.
نفر چهارم،
has been pulled
4
out of the vehicle
نفر
right now.
این ماشین
Police are
بودن
checking
و
to see if there are any
این 3
others.
نفر هیچ کدوم
You're seeing all of
اعتراضی به
this
نحوه
happening
رانندگی راننده
live, courtesy
نکردن.
of Sky 10. 4
احتمالاً
suspects
همشون
have been
هم
pulled
دست
out of that
بودن
speeding car.
و هر 4 تا سیاه پوست
و
و سن کمی هم دارن. به نظر میرسه که از این آخری به نظر میرسه که بزرگ باشه.
Anywhere north of Sterling Road, that's the exit the driver was trying to get out of. And we have again 4 suspects now being taken into custody.
بازرسی بدنیش میکنن، چیز خاصی همراهش هست، اسلحه‌ای، مواد مخدری، چیزی.
Fort Lauderdale police is there. You see Florida Highway Patrol, state troopers. They are there as well. That chase
افسرهای دیگه هم دارن ماشین رو بررسی میکنن، کسی دیگه باشه یا نه.
is pretty significant. We don't know whether or not there are any other cars involved, if anybody was injured, because as that driver was trying to get off of the highway, you saw them crash right into one of those.
فعلا اطلاعاتی در دست نیستش که آیا کسی آسیب دیده یا نه.
Injured here, innocent bystanders who were really just in the wrong place at the wrong time as that crash came to a really scary end.
It was disturbing to watch. We took it to you live just as it was happening. We were bringing you a chase, which we've done before, but to see the crash moments after we came to you live
تعقیب و
during
گریز
Good Morning America
ولی
was
خب در
definitely
همون
shocking. For those of you just
5-6
tuning in right this second, it's 8:10. I-95 southbound at Sterling Road is shut down.
این همون خانمیه که خورده بود به
If you take
ماشینشون که
I-95
داره گریه
northbound,
میکنه.
you will
یعنی توی
meet
شرایط شما
considerable
فرض کنید
delays
که
in the
اتوبان
Hollywood
هستید،
area
یه
as there
ماشین
are many
اینجوری
people
میاد
watching this
بهتون
happen.
میزنه.
And we do know
خب
that
طبیعی هم هستش
crash
دیگه. 2 تا ماشین
affected
دیگه هم اونجا
another
له
vehicle, which
شده.
you see right there.
بکنم
It
3-4
seems like
تا
there may
ماشین
be
درگیر
3
شدن
in
توی
total
تصادف.
because that driver tried to
علاوه
take
بر
that
خودشون
Sterling Road
یه
exit
ضرر
so
مادی
quickly.
و
The
معنوی
driver cut off
هم
other
به
vehicles
چند نفر دیگه هم
and it
زدن.
caused a chain reaction crash. And
دارید
that's
می‌بینید
when
که
the car
کامل بسته
flipped
شده.
and 4 suspects were
بزرگراه
removed from that vehicle.
چه
Here's your backups
ترافیکی
right now, Sky
بود.
10
این همه
panning out.
آدم
So you can see
توی ترافیک
southbound is not
موندن به
moving,
خاطر
northbound is going very slow. And it looks like we have an update. It was not
توجهی و
Sterling Road
خودخواهی
that
چند
was the
نفر.
exit in question. It is Pembroke Road. This is very close to the Local 10 newsroom and studios.
And not very far. Pembroke Road, just one exit south of the Sterling Road exit there. And you can see again, there are several other vehicles that were involved. They were just collateral damage in this suspect's wild attempt to get away. These 4 suspects who were inside this
یکی
vehicle.
از مظنون‌ها ایشونه.
None of those other people involved were hurt. at all. But you can see, we saw that one woman sitting there on the side of the road trying to process what she just lived through, what she was able to walk out of her vehicle and escape from. There is a pan and a broader look at some of the aftermath, and there over on the right side of your screen you saw some law enforcement officers talking to that
ماشینایی که
woman who
تصادف
was
کردن رو دارید
able to get out
می‌بینید.
safely, and you can see two other
آسیبی که زده
vehicles
شده به
here.
چند
Airbags
نفر
are
دیگه
deployed, the front of those vehicles just destroyed.
غیر
But it
قابل
looks like
برگشته.
everybody got out of those situations safely, and we certainly hope that's the case as we get more information on exactly what happened here.
It's going to
این
take some
ماشینا
time to clean
چرخیدن،
up
یعنی
this
مسیرشون
mess. A lot of
به
vehicles
سمت
involved, a
بالا
lot of
بود و
debris on
اینا
the roadway.
چرخیدن.
Important to note that we are covering this for you live as it happened, so we don't even know what caused that
یه
chase
راه
to
دیگه باز
begin
کردن برای
with. So we're
ماشینا
still
که از
working to get
دست
those
راست
details in the local time
خارج
newsroom.
بشن
And of course, we
و
have reporters
از
that will be on that scene
بزرگراه
momentarily.
برفت
But we
بیرون.
do not know why police were chasing those four suspects in that SUV,
بچه هیچ
which is flipped
اطلاعاتی
over right
نداریم در
now.
مورد
You
این
see
که اصلا
that?
چرا
Well, Sky 10 was just
پلیس
focused on it a second
دنبال
ago.
این
A second
ماشین
ago.
افتاده،
We do not
علت
know
چی
what
بوده، آیا
caused that
سرقتی بوده
high-speed
یا هر
chase
چیز
and
دیگه ای.
why those men were wanted to begin with. Here is
این
your
اتفاق
big
توی
picture.
بولوار
I-95
هالیوود
southbound,
توی
right
لس
at
آنجلس
Pembroke Road.
Okay, so
میفته.
we're going to have Alexis here again in a moment to give you some alternates, but certainly the way that we've been on this for maybe 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, it's a busy morning rush hour. So if you're heading 95 southbound, you certainly want to try and get off at Sheridan or Sterling even, which is a little bit north of that. Griffin Road, if at all possible, which is farther north of this scene. So if you're heading 95 southbound, or if you have any family or friends or family members who are heading 95 southbound, you want to have them exit as soon as possible, certainly as they approach the place where 595
چیز دیگه ای فکر کنم اتفاق قرار
have that
نیست
exchange
بیفته.
there,
این
because traffic is
تعقیب و
going to start to
گریز
get slow
همینجا به
very
نظرم
quickly after that moment. If they
تموم
get over
میشه،
the
با اینکه
441,
ویدیو
get
خب
over to
ویدیوی
US
طولانی
1, even get over the
هستش، ولی
Florida
خب
Turnpike. You're going to want to
همینجور
avoid this
تصاویر
area for
هوایی رو
some
داره
time
نشون
to
میده.
come.
Yeah, this is one of those scenes where it could be closed for hours because
توی
you have an
ویدیوی بعدی پس
investigation
میبینم.
and you have multiple accidents.